Okay, we continue with the variable overhead variances. Okay, since overhead just now we refer to the question, we use OAR is labor hours as a basis. So the column here, okay, as same as labor. Actual hours times with the actual rate. Second column actual hours standard rate. The third column standard hours with the standard rates because we use the same labor hours as a basis. So that's why the column is same, but the rate will be different. Okay, so we refer to the variable overhead variances. Okay, how much this the actual cost of variable overhead. So the actual cost of variable overhead, if we refer, is uh, 107,600. So this is actual hours, actual rate. Okay, so 107,600. So this is the actual cost of variable overhead. So second column is actual hours. Okay, actual hours. Okay, how many hours is the actual hours work? Okay, 26,800. So same with the actual hours in the labor variances, 26,800. But the difference here is the standard rate. Here is the rate for labor, how much you pay for the labor. So standard rate here is OAR for variable overhead. So this OAR is actually comes from standard cost card here. Okay, how much the variable overhead is? 4 ringgit per hour. So 4 ringgit per hour is OAR for variable overhead, 4 ringgit. So if OAR is not given, so you have to find out how much is OAR. Okay, we refer back to the MAF251, how to get OAR. So OAR is the total budgeted variable overhead. So since this is variable, so variable overhead divided by total budgeted basis. So what is the basis? Since this is hour, so our basis is direct labor hour. So if 4 ringgit is not given, you have to find out the OAR, the standard rate, by using the formula. Okay, so actual hour standard rate 26,800 times 4, you get 107,200. So how about the last column? The last column is standard hours. So standard hours here is labor. So same with labor hours. Okay, standard 5 hour per bottle. So you time with the actual bottle. So standard hours should be same as labor. Okay, hours. The difference is rate. So the rate here is referred to the second column, 4 ringgit per hour. So this is OAR for variable overhead. So rate here is rate you pay to the labor. Rate here is rate for variable overhead. So you will get standard hours times standard rate. The cost is 105,000 ringgit. Okay, now we have to calculate the variance. Okay, to get the first one, okay, column 2 minus column 1. So this is expenditure variance. Variable overhead expenditure variance. So how much? 107,200 minus 107,600. You get negative 400. So negative is 400 at adverse negative. Okay, efficiency. How to get efficiency? Okay, the last column, the third column minus the second column, 105,000 minus 107,200, you get negative 2,200. So this is adverse also. Okay, so to get the variable overhead cost variance, as usual, you plus these two, variable overhead cost variance. Okay, negative 400, negative 2,200. So you get negative 2,600. Okay, so adverse negative 2,600. So this is variable overhead variances. Okay, now we move to fixed overhead variances. So fixed overhead variances, basically we have 4 columns. Okay, the first column actual hours, actual rate. Second column budgeted hours, standard rate. Third column actual hours, standard rate. The fourth column standard hours, standard rate. Okay, so the first column actual hours, actual rate. So refer to the actual information, actual cost given in the question. Okay, actual cost for fixed overhead. Okay, actual hours, actual rate 148,550. So 148,550. Okay, how to get budgeted hours? Okay, what is the different budgeted hours and standard hours? So if standard hours you base on actual production or actual output, budgeted hours you base on budgeted production. Okay, so that's why 5 hours per unit, okay, per unit is still same. Okay, per unit is still same. 5 hours, okay, we use label, so 5 hours per bottle per unit. So it's still 5 per unit is same. Okay, but you want to tell with how many bottles. So if you use standard hours, you tell with the actual bottles, actual unit produced for 5250, but for budgeted hours, you tell with the budgeted production. So how many units of bottle budgeted bottle produced? Budgeted production is 5000 bottles. Okay, so this is budgeted production. So you time with the budgeted production 5000 times 5, so you get budgeted hours. So how to get standard rate? As usual, this is OAR for fixed overhead. So OAR for fixed overhead is given in the standard cost card. Okay, in the standard cost card is 6 ringgit per hour. So this is OAR for fixed overhead. Okay. So this is 6 ringgit per hour is for OAR. As usual, is OAR is not given. You have to calculate OAR using the formula same as variable production. But now is total cost is estimated total budgeted fixed overhead divided by the basis. So the basis here estimated budgeted direct labor hour. Okay, since our basis is labor hours. Okay, so you get 150,000. Okay, the third column is actual hours. So actual hours as usual, actual hours work 26,800. Okay, 26,800, same as variable overhead and labor wages, 26,800. Okay, time with the standard rate. Standard rate same as column 2, 6 ringgit per hour. So you get the cost 160,800 ringgit. So the last column is standard hours. So standard hours per bottle is 5 ringgit per hours. No, sorry, 5 hours per bottle. Time with the number of unit bottle produced, the actual 5250, you get standard hours. Okay, time with the standard rate. So standard rate is 6. So 6 ringgit per hour. So you get cost here 157,500. Okay, now we have to calculate the variances. Okay, to get the expenditure variance, column 2 minus column 1. So 150,000 minus 148,550, you get positive 1450. So positive means favorable. So this is a fixed overhead expenditure. Column 3 minus column 2, we get capacity. Okay, 160,800 minus 150,000, you get 10,800. Positive is favorable. Okay, so the last column, column 4 minus column 3, you get efficiency variance. So 157,500 minus 160,800, you get negative 3,300. So negative means adverse. So you get expenditure, capacity, efficiency. Okay, and then the next one, you have to calculate volume. Okay, how to get the volume variance? Volume is capacity plus efficiency. So capacity 10,800 favorable, positive. Efficiency 3,300 negative, adverse. So positive here, negative here, you get positive. The difference is positive 750. So this is very favorable, is a volume variance. Okay, how to get fixed overhead cost variance? So to get fixed overhead cost variance, okay, is expenditure plus volume. Okay, expenditure 1450 positive. Okay, volume 7,500 favorable. So how much do you get? Okay, you will get 8950. So positive means favorable. Okay, means favorable. Okay, if you want to check, okay, you take the last column 157,500 minus the first column 148,550. So you get 8950 favorable. Or if you want to get the total cost variance, you can total up expenditure plus capacity plus efficiency. You still get the same thing. So either expenditure plus volume or expenditure plus capacity plus efficiency, you get the same amount, or you take the last column minus the first column. Okay, let's say if the question asks you to calculate expenditure and volume only. So to make a shortcut method, you do not have to calculate capacity and efficiency. Straight away you can get the volume. How to get the volume variance without calculating capacity and efficiency? You compare, okay, volume comes from capacity plus efficiency. So capacity is column 2 and column 3, whilst efficiency column 3 and column 4. So to get volume, you just straight away take column 4 minus column 2. So 157 500 minus 150,000. So straight away you get 700,500 favorable. So that means column 4 straight away minus column 2. 4 minus 2 straight away get volume. So if the question asks you to get expenditure and volume, you not necessarily to calculate capacity and efficiency, so you can save the time. Okay, now sales variances, we have two methods. So sales turnover method number 1, sales margin method number 2. So turnover means revenue. So how to get the revenue? How to get the revenue of the sales? Okay, quantity sold. So this is actual quantity. Quantity of what? Quantity of output sold. If you refer to material, actual quantity also, but that one is quantity of material purchase or usage. But for sales, is quantity sold. Okay, time with the actual price that you sold to the customer. So based on the question, okay, so your actual quantity sold, okay, actual quantity sold time with the actual price is 942,800. So this is the total actual revenue. Okay, 942,800. Okay, 942,800. Okay, compare with the second column, actual quantity times with the standard price. Actual quantity sold. So that means you have to minus with the closing stock. Okay, here. Okay, quantity produced minus closing stock. So 5250 minus 450. So this is quantity sold. So the quantity sold should get here. Okay, how many units? Okay, 5250 minus 450. Okay, time with the selling price. Okay, so this is the standard selling price. So how much is the standard selling price? So if we refer to the question, okay, standard selling price, okay, cost 150 plus profit 25%, you get the standard selling price. So standard selling price is actually 1.25 times 100 and times 150 ringgit. So this is the standard selling price. Okay, so you get standard selling price 1.25 times 150. You get 18750. So you get the total revenue here 900,000. Okay, refer to the last column. So this is budgeted quantity sold. Budgeted quantity sold. Budgeted sold. Okay, how many units your budgeted sold? Okay, budgeted sold is 4,500 bottles. So this is budgeted quantity sold, 4,500 bottles. Okay, time with the standard selling price just now that we calculate, 1.25 times 150, you get 187.5. So this is the budgeted revenue. Okay, so to get the price variance, so the difference is price, standard price and actual price. So in this case, you get sales turnover. Turnover is a method. Price is the variance. Sales turnover, price variance. So 900,000 minus 942, 800, you get negative 42,800. So sales is revenue. Okay, material labor over is the cost. So if the cost positive is favorable, okay, if negative means adverse. But when negative is the other way around is favorable. If you get positive is adverse. Okay, so why? So we refer to here. Okay, so if your estimation, okay, with the estimated sales, you get revenue 900,000, but actual that you can get is 942,800. So that means you have extra revenue by 4,800. So you have extra revenue, that means extra income is good to the company. So this is favorable. Okay, so to get the turnover volume variance is the column 3 minus column 2. 843,750 minus 900,000, you get negative 56250. So negative means favorable for the revenue because of what? Okay, you estimate to sell 4,500, but you can sell more. Okay, for 5250 minus 450 is more than estimated sold 4,500. That means you can sell more. So it's good to the company. So that's why you get favorable. Okay, so you plus these two, you get here sales turnover value variance. So how much? Okay, so favorable 56250 and favorable 42,800. So you get the total here 99050 favorable. So 843,750 minus 942,800, you get negative 99050. This is favorable. Okay, the last one is sales margin method. So what is margin? Margin is profit. Okay, how to get profit? Is the price minus the cost. Okay, price minus cost, you get the profit. So this is margin. Okay, so this is margin. So actual quantity is the actual quantity sold, same as here. But now instead of actual price, we replace as actual margin. Margin means profit. How to get actual margin? Actual price of product minus with the standard cost. Okay, second column, actual quantity sold times with the standard margin. How to get standard margin? Standard price minus standard cost. Okay, the last column, budgeted quantity sold. Budgeted quantity is the same here, but now it's standard margin. So standard margins refer to the second column, standard price minus standard cost. Okay, we refer to the first column. So the quantity sold, as usual, how many units actual quantity sold? Actual quantity sold is what? Okay, is the production just now. Actual production minus with the closing stock. Okay, so 5250. 5250 minus 450. So you get 4,800 units sold. Start with the actual price minus standard cost. How to get the actual price? Okay, actual price is not given. Okay, so based on the question, actual price is not given, but we can get from the actual result here. Okay, actual revenue. Okay, actual revenue divided by unit, you get selling price per unit. Okay, so actual revenue 942,800 divided by unit sold. Okay, so that's why our actual price here, okay, actual revenue 942,800 minus with the actual quantity sold 4,800, you get actual price minus standard cost. So how to get this standard cost? Standard cost come from the standard cost card. So this is standard cost card. Okay, standard cost to produce 1 unit of output. Okay, how much to produce? Considering of total material plus labor plus overhead. So the per bottle or per unit of output is 150 ringgit. So you minus 150 ringgit. So you get here actual quantity times actual margin 222,800. Okay, now the second column as usual actual quantity 4,800. Okay, 5250 minus 450. Okay, now standard margin. So what is standard margin? Standard price minus standard cost. So standard price as usual that we calculated before. Okay, 187.5 or this one. It comes from the question. Okay, cost plus profit, get the standard price 1.25 times 150, you get 187.5. So this is the standard price minus standard cost as usual. From the standard cost card 150, you get 180,000. So the second column. Okay, the third column is budgeted quantity. So budgeted quantity from the question, okay, as we said just now, okay, is given 4,500 budgeted quantity of output sold. Okay, standard margin as we calculated in column 2. Okay, 187.5 minus 150. Okay, so we get here, okay, 168,750. Now calculate the variance. Okay, so column 2 minus column 1. Sales margin, margin method, price variance. So 180,000 minus 222,800, you get 42,800 negative. So negative means favorable. Okay, to get margin volume, 168,750 minus 180,000, you get negative 11250. So negative means favorable. Okay, so if you total up here, so you get sales margin value variance is equals to 11,250 favorable, 42,800 favorable, you get 54,050 favorable. So this is the variance, sales margin variances. Okay.